So here I have the teachings of Aquinas on happiness. And it's about your habits and your actions. Do your actions glorify God? Yes or no? And are they good for your soul? Because not everybody has the same gifts. Some people have the gift of preaching, but maybe, you don't know enough about God, and preaching may not glorify Him in your case. It may be somebody else's job. And there's a job that only you can do. God created your soul in a certain way. So whatever you're doing to glorify God should be in proportion to what your soul is. And is it mentally pleasant? We're not talking about, silly physical pleasures here. But is the activity you're doing, you don't want it to be too boring, and you don't want it to be too difficult. You don't want to be too ambitious. You want to cooperate with God's will. And you don't want it to be too boring, like as if you're being humble by not doing what God truly called you to do. So whatever you choose to do should be exciting. And is this good for your body? Because many of the saints, one of the biggest mistakes a lot of them made is they destroyed their bodies. And later on in life, they said they should not have been so hard on their body, because you have to stay healthy to keep going, Yeah, sickness could bring a person closer to God, but sickness could also make a person very self-centered and focus on just themselves, because they're constantly thinking about how they feel. Now, power, glory, honor, wealth. Now, these are more earthly things that are not necessarily wrong, but they're dangerous, okay? So, as long as these things are subordinated, you notice money here is actually at the bottom of the list. It's the least important thing. So money, you may need money to survive. It's not wrong to get what you need to live and to live well even, except that just remember the order of things. You can't let one of these things on top, prevent you from here. And of course the order of this, Aquinas is just asking, does happiness consist in money? No, because money is always for the sake of something else. So whatever you want to buy with the money, you're better off saying that happiness consists in whatever you're trying to buy, rather than saying in the money itself. Does it consist in honor? Well, no, because honor is coming from other people. Honor, they're just recognizing what's already good in you, and they're giving you that honor and recognition. But you don't need their recognition or their honor. Like, I'm good at playing guitar, right? I don't need anybody to tell me that. Whether nobody hears me at all, ever, or whether I just, play in front of an audience, I'm equally good either way. Honor is just sort of an illusion. Fame and glory, well, the problem with that is you could be great and have a great reputation, and all people have to do is lie and make up stuff, and then they ruined your fame or glory or whatever. So happiness can't consist in that. Power, well, if you have a lot of power, you're surrounded by people who want to take away your power, and you're constantly on your guard against other people. So, again, and the good of the body, of course, you could go to heaven, sick or healthy, we're all going to die, so happiness can't consist in that. That's why you shouldn't even get too attached to your health, because you might not always have it. If you're too attached to your health and you get sick, you're going to get depressed too. And again, pleasure. We know that happiness doesn't consist in pleasure, because you ever want to do something that is going to be rewarding, but it's not pleasant. It could be something like lifting weights at the gym. It's not pleasant maybe while you do it, especially when you're older, but you do it anyway because you're going to get good results. All right? Does happiness consist in goods of the soul? Well, we could say happiness resides in the soul, but because our soul is infinite and it can't be filled by anything created here, the answer is it's only God that our happiness consists in. Right? That's not a surprise. But it's good to know the reasoning for all this.